And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms. And as you can hear, Henry is occasionally chirping in. Henry, the forex trading parakeet. She's been laying eggs, so she's not really a boy. She's a girl because she lays eggs. And I don't think there's any other debate than that. But at any rate, we've got a lot to talk about today. A lot happened Friday with a great jobs report from the United States, which kind of skewed the markets a little bit and created a lot of risk for everybody. And since we're going to be talking about risk, let's go ahead and get into that part of the morning, because that's what we need to talk about. Because you need to know about these risks. Here it goes. It goes like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Between 2002 and 2004, it was active, and it just recently got removed from the NFA website. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And I had fun yesterday with by adding some more risk warnings in here. These are the risk warnings for Forex.com. This is where I have my live accounts, by the way. This is pretty much something that they are required by law to show as a broker that for calendar quarter ending March 31st, 2026, they had almost 31% of their accounts are profitable, which meant 69% were unprofitable. But that's the goal here, is really to get into the top 31% of the goal of the traders, and that would make you a profitable trader, and that's what we're looking for. It can be done. I've done it before. I did it in 2014 before the whole industry went to algorithmic trading, and I was able to scout my way to tripling my account. However, I've not been able to do that since. So with that, that is what I'm working on, is to become a better trader and help you become a better trader in the process. So let's take a look at some other things. First, if you want to get into prop firm trading, I highly recommend Audacity Capital. Have not passed one of their challenges yet. Came close one time when silver was on a run, and I managed to catch that. But then silver stuttered and then dropped a lot. Well, took it up to about 120, and then it came down to 75, somewhere around in there. And it's been a ball. That's been a ball game that I will not get into again as silver unless I've got a lot of money that I can have it run with in both directions. Let's see. So after that, where do we want to go now? Let's go to let's talk about me some more. First, here are my Forex trading products on MQL 5. We have the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro and the RSI, or pardon me, the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MT5. If you want to, you can go here and you can do the free demo by downloading it here and introducing it into your trading platform, which looks kind of like this. This is an MT5 trading platform for my demo account. I've been testing the Confluent Price Action Optimized, which is just about ready for testing. As a matter of fact, it's one of the things I do need to do. Right now, I'm running a new one right here, the 2 Bollinger Band EA, which should be triggering a trade soon, I would think. But so should the other one, my other one on my live account, which is the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro. So both of those should be triggering trade soon. That's on the half hour though. We'll see about that a little bit later. But anyway, that's what we've got going on today with those. Take them down. You could download them for free, and if you like them, then by all means subscribe for a month and tailor them to your wishes, to your trading appetite, and see if they work for you too. This one's got like an insane. We can see that profit factor right there. It's like 12. Let's see if it'll show it. Yeah. Profit factor, I don't know, where is it? Profit factor 3.92. That's pretty good. That's kind of an insane profit factor, but it works. Highly recommend it. Check it out. And then also we have tradingforexforprofit.com right here. This is my platform that I'm building to help you become a better trader, to help you record manual trades or automated trades, and help you develop strategies better and execute those strategies better. Feel free to sign up for free and give it a shot and see if you like it. But at any rate, after that, let's get into today's markets. Let's see what's going on today. We are right on the border of neutral and risk off, which means nothing's really going anywhere. Kind of, sort of. Well, it's kind of edging down, though. And not everything's edging down. Certain things are edging up, which are bond yields, which are not good for the average consumer, but we will see how we can turn that to our advantage. Here we have the currency strength O-meter, as I like to call it, and the US dollar is right down here. The Swissie's on the bottom, and the Pacific Rim's on top. Look at that. With the Kiwi, the Aussie, and the Japanese yen topping out the Europeans, which are all pulling back. So this is, looks like we may have some more war things going on. Let's take a look. Look at that. Israel and Iran must immediately stop shooting. Well, that's the goal. That happened about 32 minutes ago, and with that, nothing happened. Not a whole lot is going on. USD and is coming down on the yen. How about that? 33 pips. So we're watching a pullback. See, it's going to test 160. See if it tests that. We have not a whole lot of news going on today, so should be a fairly quiet day happening today. 71,000 traders online. How about that? So let's go ahead and get into the what is happening today on the daily level. The US 10 is way over, is adding to Friday's yield increase of 4.562. That's not necessarily good for the average consumer. That means pretty much everything's going up. And across the board, right here, we have the bond yields. They are all going up. Look at that. All of them, 2 to 30, all across the board. So we're looking at higher interest rates globally, which is not something I like. Then down here, U.S. 10 Treasury yield hits 2-week high. That's not anything compared to this, and it's really not anything compared to this. It was 5.4% in 2002, and way up there in 2006. That'll pretty much put the real estate industry out of business if yields get that high. That'll cause a significant shock to the United States economy. Here we have the Japanese 10-year. It's going up a little faster than the U.S. 10-year, which means that the carry trade could be converging. I'm going to go ahead and save that layout right there. And then we're going to come over here and see how the carry trade's doing. And look at that. It is still converging, but not quite there yet. Seeing a kind of a top out on the US 10-year. But the Japanese 10-year keeps climbing, as it will, because they're in significant trouble. They have done nothing but borrow money. They're borrowing twice as much money than they're producing. So by the sale of goods and services. So they're in a little bit of trouble, and have been for about a decade, but that's okay. And here we have not that. Nope, let's go back. Well, we can't go back. We have to go back to here. Let's put that there and save that, and then we'll come back over here. There we go. And now we'll go over to the euro versus the Great British Pound, see what's going on. The GBP. It is kind of hanging out. Not really showing a lot of enthusiasm. Right there at a level of strong support and not going anywhere. Euro seems to be trying to take charge, but not really. DXY is holding 100. DXI is holding 100. That could be a turnaround spot for it. It could be time to fill in this gap right here and pull it down right back down to 1999.18. Big gap right there, but that would finally fill in if that pulls all the way down here again. Not really seeing that happening after Friday's monster jobs report. The one thing about the jobs report that was negative was that we created a lot of jobs, but the jobs did not keep up with the rate of inflation. That's not a good idea. That's not a good sign at all. Here we have the euro versus the dollar. Look at that. 115.16. Big pullback on Friday. It's usually the inverse of the DXY, so that's to be expected. Same thing here. Big pullback here. Look at the fair value gap right there. Again, I'm not sure what that means. What fair value gap means? Just means a big pull down. And I'll be I'm actually building something to help me understand fair value gap a little bit better. Dollar versus the Swissy right there, going up 79.75. Again, not really blowing the lid off of anything. Dollar has cooled down this morning. Dollar versus the yen, bearish engulfing candle. That doesn't really mean anything in this market. We have one back here, and nothing happened. Could mean a setup for Japanese intervention, though. I don't know why that would be the case, but if we have it close, daily close above 160.40, then that could trigger another episode of Japanese BOJ intervention, which would drive down the dollar versus the yen down a couple hundred pips. And that will happen lightning fast. It always happens lightning fast. I did manage to catch a little bit of the trade a couple of months ago, but that's a dangerous trade to get into, because if you miss and the trade goes in, then you're going to be paying the carry trade until you can close out the trade, or you give up, or your trade comes into profitability. My last trade like that did not come into profitability. I'm a little bit skeptical on getting into that right now, but I'd rather pick up the pieces after the intervention. That seems to be, and even that's going to be testy. Pound versus the yen. Again, this is nothing where I would macro trade for small traders. I would not try the macro trade thing, because the swings are going to take you out, are going to take out your account before you ever get to this point right here, where I got a 200 pip trade right there to there. Yeah, but look what you had to weather. That's going to pretty much destroy your account until then. Euro versus the yen. Ooh, big pullback in the euro versus the yen. Look at that. Right there, all the way down to here, down to 184.27. Looking for possibly more to come down. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what the BOJ does. Dollar versus the Canadian. Look at that. Got them off to the races. 139.43, however, hitting a spot of very high resistance. That's a good word for that. Resistance. It has been since December 2025. So over the last 6 months, we've had lots of resistance right there. Looking for that to pull back soon. We're finally out of this pitchfork thing right here, so I might be able to delete that. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. So we'll see if we can introduce a pitchfork back in here at some point. I don't know why I would at this point, because the daily is a pretty clear range right there between the May 2025 weekly high close and the June weekly 2020 high close. June 25. So this has been in this range since December of 2025, actually longer than that. Slight breakout there in October. Then we're right back here in this range. It's been going on for a couple of year and a half now. Well, a little over a year. So that's into a unique pattern. We'll see if that continues. CAD versus the yen down based on the oil trade a little bit, but maybe not, because oil's up. Sometimes follows the oil trade, sometimes does not. This is not one of those times, because oil is up $4 up to $94 a barrel, 94.5. Not necessarily good news for the world economy, but hey. Aussie versus the dollar, 70.51. Big tumble off of 72. So that's see if it stays in this range. See if it holds here. If it continues to go further, now it's not the time to trade that. I would not think. Gold 42.91. No. What is this? An ad from my antivirus. I don't like their browser. I don't want to do that right now. Leave me alone right now. Sorry about that. But at any rate, Aussie versus the USD. Oh, no, it's not. Gold versus the USD. Gold is at 42.91, testing 4,300. We'll see if it can continue. It is slipping below the 200 daily average, though, so we could start seeing a pullback, big pullback in the metals. A bigger pullback in the metals. Platinum is down to 17.59. Palladium down to 12.21. Silver under 67. Look at that. and right at a point of resistance right now. We'll see if it holds that resistance, holds that support, or if it decides to go higher. And then the software sector, well, it's Monday. We're not really sure what's going to happen with that yet, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. But in the meantime, that's all I've got for today. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, what else? Oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So in the meantime, you guys have a great one. Happy trading. Talk to you later. Bye.